Hey folks, I'm Red and this is my Watcher of Realms channel. This is the free-to-play series and this is the Wreck It with Epics challenge account. And this is day number 27. I haven't been as consistent with posting. I've had a lot of other things going on in real life. But I have made quite a bit of good progress. So just before reset, I was trying to get Gear Raid 2 Stage 18 down and I couldn't quite do it. But then just after reset, I upgraded my Pantheon. I pushed a bit farther in faction trials and got a bit more HP, so 11.5% bonus, as well as some healing effect. And then I was able to do it. So I'll show you the team. I'm not using Volka, and I'm not using some other key heroes. I actually did it initially without Decimus. I was using Camille as a second healer to give a bit more of a bonus, and she's not very well built. She's all in legendary gear, but she does have this Guardian set, and her HP is not super high, so she would die pretty regularly. And when I tried it again without Power of Dominance, I couldn't quite do it. But then I figured out kind of a different strategy with Decimus, and I think instead of Decimus, I mean, you can see he's not very well built here. He's just got this rapidity set on, and he's basically just in there to use his passive, which is also not skilled up. So I haven't skilled him up at all, and I haven't promoted him beyond the first promotion level. So yeah, he's basically just in there as kind of a meat shield, but he gets his revive up pretty quick. So that's one good reason to use him. But you could probably use another low-cost unit. I think earlier I was using these guys here. So either Arlow or Ryder could be used pretty well. They have 8 and 9 cost, so that could work as well. I am using Narvi for her skills here, and she is fully maxed in terms of her skills. She gives cost back, and then she has her passive that also gives cost every 15 seconds. So I'll show you the team first, and then I'll do the run. I've turned off Power of Dominance, and I'll show you. I think this strategy is relatively easy to follow. Gear-wise, Dagna is not very well geared either, but she has damage reduction because she's a defender, and she's got her Lord skill that really boosts my stats. I'll show you the healers. Here's Midan. She's in a Guardian set. Her HP is not super high, 28k, and she does have a bit more attack speed, so total of 284 attack speed, and no rage regen to speak of, except what I've got through my Pantheon. And then the other healer here is Vortex. He has similar stats. I couldn't get him in a Guardian set, but I've given him the Asclepius set, and he's got around 29k HP. And I did skill him up as far as I could. I'm missing 2 in his ultimate. That would probably make things a little bit easier. He is only Awaken 1. Midan, I did get a second copy of her, so she gets a second awakening here, or first awakening, which gives her a little bit more survivability. And in terms of gear, yeah, they're basically similar stats. I think Midan has these skills, again, not fully skilled, but she does have this Holy Shelter passive fully skilled up. She also has an artifact that is the North's Glory, which has a chance of giving a shield, and that can be quite helpful, but of course it's RNG in terms of when it happens. Olague is pretty well built. I put him in a legendary set here, and so his HP is only about 58k. So decent, but not amazing. But he is also skilled to a degree. I didn't quite get his Silver Shield up. His passive, I'd like to get that fully skilled, but I don't have the dust or the gems for it. Then in terms of the others, Livian is my other tank, and she's not very well built. She is only 5-star, not fully maxed in terms of level. She is in this Guardian set, and in terms of HP, she's got about 42k HP. So if I could get her HP up a little bit better, that would be good. She doesn't have any skills in her either, and she's just got this Medal of Fortitude epic artifact. And I think Olague, does he have an artifact at all? Yeah, he's also just got an epic artifact here. Not even one that works for him as a tank. So the other one who's not fully built is Ain, and he's again just 4-star. I did put him in some damage gear-ish, only 13k attack. He's basically in there as a warm body to provide a little bit of extra damage kind of at the end with the mobs. So the big damage dealers are Maul, who is in this Insight set, and he's got about 10k attack and pretty good crit rate, about 200% crit damage, and a little bit of attack speed, so an extra 60 attack speed. And then the other is Idril. So Idril is probably the best built. She is, let's see, 10k attack, 100% crit rate, and 200% crit damage with an extra 260 attack speed. So a total of 360 attack speed. And she is fully skilled, she's fully promoted, doesn't have an awakening. I've considered putting a stone into there, but I haven't gotten around to it. And she does have Idril's gaze. And same for Maul, actually has Idril's gaze as well. So that's the team. You can see maybe if I move myself out of the way here, you can see 260,000 VP, not very high. But so I'll go ahead and run this. As I mentioned, Power of Dominance is off, and I'll kind of walk you through the strategy as I go. First we put in a Narvi, get her cost generation going, and then I'll put in a Decimus, but I'll wait a little bit. I'm gonna wait until this guy is a bit closer, and then I'll put in Midan as well to heal up Decimus, face her to the right. And with the healing, he'll be able to tank those first two running boulder guys. So let the second guy hit and then turn away, and I've got Livian in here, and now these guys will die against Livian. I'll put in Vortex, and then I'll wait for some more cost generation from Narvi, and then I'll take her out. So here, she has just enough HP to get this last one up. And then the idea is that these healers will heal themselves and hopefully tank through this first set of hits, the Earthshake. Okay, we're good. So I put in my Maul. I put an Olague on the right. And one of the reasons I'm doing it this way is because I'm actually going to take out Olague later. And I will then be able to put him down on the left side, which is where the boss is coming later. So I've got Decimus and Dagna here. They're going to block the left side to keep Livian alive long enough. So I'll put in Decimus first, and Olague can tank the running guys on the right, no problem. And then I'll let this guy die against Livian, and then I'll put the second Dagna blocker in here. And once this guy turns, I will pop my Maul, and I'll also do the ultimates on my healers because I need them to be available later for the next section of the fight. So I just start them a little bit early, and I'll take out Maul here because he's going to die anyway. I'll let this guy do a couple of his big Earthshake hits, and then I'll put in Idril so that she can do a bit of damage, and she can survive that last hit without too much of an issue. So here we go. We've got our whole team again, and in this second round, we're gonna again tank or block on the left with Narvi and Decimus, and hope that these others can survive without too much of an issue. That's going to be the question. Okay, I'll get Idril going here to get some damage out. And then I'll wait for the second running boulder guy on the left. And you'll notice we have basically 5 more mobs to kill. So I'm going to use Decimus over here. And then pull him out. And here's where it gets a little bit tricky. So I need my Olague to be available. In order to ensure that he's available, I'm going to put in Ain to get a bit more damage. And I will do that once these guys have gotten closer to Olague. The reason being, I don't want Ain really to get targeted so much. Okay. So I'm going to bring Olague out now. And he will continue to be blocked there. And I will get my healers going with their ultimates. And you can see Olague is out. I'll take Ain out as well. And then these healers should be able to heal up Idril. And there we go. Now I can take everyone out, because I'm going to need some healing later. And my strategy here is to block the boss with some other heroes, including Decimus. Mainly with Decimus. So let's see if I can do that. Here comes the boss. I'll get Decimus ready, and just as the boss kind of steps into this tile here, I will drop Decimus, let him get hit, and we're trying to trigger the boss's rage. Okay, so that didn't work. Let's put in Narvi, see if she can block a little bit longer. I need to try and get this cooldown going. So here we go, and I'll just let her die. So as long as the boss is raging, that allows me to wait for these cooldowns. Put in a Dagna right there. And now Olague is available. I think I'll actually put in, there we go. Okay, I need a healer to be available as well. I'll put in Maul over on the left here. I've still got 5 seconds to go before I have a healer, so I'm just hoping that Olague can tank long enough. I will put in Ain as well to get some damage. And really want Midan to be available now. Oh, okay. There she is. I will face her this way. Put in Vortex. Put in Idril. I'm going to wait on Livian in case I don't get, there we go, we got the shield. Okay, so I think we're good now. We can basically tank this and let the ultimates come up, and we should be okay. So this is kind of the strategy. The stats aren't great, but we're able to get it done. So again, like instead of Decimus, you could probably use someone else, but you might have to have them be a bit more tanky. And here we go. Yeah. So it's effective. It's a decent strategy, I think, especially if you don't have Volka. Let's see, I'll keep that one. Okay. So 2 stage 18 done. I did, as I mentioned, not do it with Decimus the first time. The first time I actually was using a different healer. I was using Camille as a 3rd healer. So that might be an option for you. And again, you could use probably one of those other low-cost units. The main thing is you have to block the boss at the end, and you have to get him to trigger his rage so that when you put Olague in, he doesn't kill everyone on the team. So that's kind of it. Yeah, those are the main strategies. So yeah, hopefully that's helpful to you. And I will be pushing in Gear Raid 3 because I haven't quite gotten to stage 18. I just pushed up from stage 15 to 17 yesterday, and with stage 18, I just need a bit more damage on my Esme in order to take care of that left side. But she's doing quite well. I could probably fully skill her and fully upgrade her in terms of her level, and she'd be able to do it. And I might even consider getting a couple more awakenings into her in order to increase her odds. But the main thing is just going to be gear. So I'm going to upgrade my gear, and hopefully that will do it. So we'll see. Yeah, so thanks for watching. And do like and subscribe, and I'll see you later.